Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining our meal planning workshop tonight. I am Elizabeth Harvey. I'm a team leader in the Wollongong region. Our team is called Cold Coast, and we're part of the Pinnacle branch, which I'm assuming you have a consultant as part of that branch to be here with us. So welcome everyone, and thank you so much for coming along. Yeah, if you don't want to be on the recording at all, just feel free to turn your camera off. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to open up my screen. Now, as I'm doing that, let me know if you've got any questions about meal planning. You can type them in the chat or you can ask. But you should be able to see on your screen now my Cookidoo. I'll just do a quick orientation. So this is your homepage that you land on, and we've got the Explore, the My Recipes, and My Week. Now this is My Week. This is where we're mostly going to be hanging tonight, but you'll get to see a little bit through Cookidoo as we add the dishes onto our meal plan as well. So we'll touch slightly on the searching function of Cookidoo. However, we've got that covered in some other recordings as well. So I'm just going to click on My Week so that you can have a look at what my meal plan looks like here so far for the week. And the thing that I love the most about meal planning is that we can also order. You can see here that we can order ingredients. So I'll show you how to do that as well. You can put lots and lots of dishes in for the day. You can have no dishes in for the day, and you can even move them around. So if I wanted to make, it's a bit tricky when it's going over the week. Say if I wanted to move this tomato and lentil dal across to the other week. Can you see the pop-up there? Who can I see? Sue, I can see your face. Did that pop up with the tomato and lentil dal there? If you just give me a nod, can you see add to shopping list on there, move to another day? Can you see that? Yeah, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I was sharing my whole screen, not just part of it. So if I wanted to say move that to another day, you can come in and move it around. But so that's what it'll look like towards the end. So let's start at the beginning, and we'll just go back to the home screen. This green Thermomix icon there will always take you back to this first page. So let's just press the search bar, and we will have a look at the gluten-free tags, because that was a little request just before there. So you can go into your filters here. I'll just, so the filters was just to the left, and then you've got your tags here. So I would just type in the tag gluten-free, and then that takes the recipes down to 1478. You can also just type in gluten-free here. That would do the same thing. Let's just add in dairy-free. Okay, and we'll just press search. So that would be showing you've got the gluten-free always here. We could have done that in the filters so it stays here, but this would be showing gluten and dairy-free options here. So Abram, I hope that helps you there. With those two filters on, let's just use that to add some recipes into our meal plan. So you just click on these three dots. It's very, very simple. Press on the three dots and you can go add to my week, or you can do add to shopping list. If you're cooking it today, you can also do cook today. So that's nice and simple. Let's just say add to my week, and we want to put it off into August because I've already planned for this week. So we'll just press save into August. Now I'm just going to take you up into my week and click on there, and you'll be able to see that that's now there in my meal plan. And what I'm going to show you now, So that's generally how you do it, just from the search page. What I want to show you is a really good way to meal plan quite quickly. This is what I will do with my family. And it's the way I do it is I give myself some little ideas for the days. So Monday might be a meatless Monday. So I'm just going to press the search button. And because I don't want to go through, there's 3,100 recipes. If I go through here, it's going to take me a long time because there's a lot of options there. There's things that I'm not ever going to make at this time of year, like red and green Christmas shortbread. So if I'm just wanting to do meals, I'll do something like click on my filters, and I'm thinking for Monday, I want to do meatless Monday. So I'm just going to tick on vegetarian, and I'm just going to show those results. And that's limiting me to 228 things to choose from, which makes me be able to choose my dinners a lot quicker. So for meatless Monday, let's add we can have a little look, but I know which one I'm going to add. I've already seen it there. Okay, so we'll just double check. The one that I'm going to add is this crispy Korean tofu. I know my family loves that one. So we're just going to click on the 3 dots. You can click on the recipe and open it right up. This one's got 4.9 stars. So that's really, really great. It's always nice to look at the ratings, and it's important to rate the recipes as well, because it gives everyone a good idea of what some good recipes are and what some other, maybe not so good ones are. So I'm going to add that to my week because I'm doing Meatless Monday. That's the little thing that I just chose for myself. I'm going to put that in for 1st of August. Now, the next day is what I'm going to do is Tuesday. You might have heard of Taco Tuesday before. I'm going to take this filter off. So we're going to click that filter off there. Can you see where I'm going to press the X? So the vegetarian filter is off. And what I'm going to do is just use the search bar just to type in Mexican. So this will bring up lots of options. So I'm thinking Taco Tuesday, we want some sort of Mexican dish. And I think let's look at the ratings again. And let's choose this Mexican cottage pie. I know that I've got some potatoes to use up, so that's a good one. 4.3 ratings is pretty good. And on a Monday, I'm working from home, and so an hour and a half is quite a good time for me to spend. Like that's total time of the recipe. I can put that on in the afternoon while I'm working away. So let's just click on that one and press that add to my week. And I know that I'm doing Taco Tuesday, Mexican Tuesday. So we're adding that to Tuesday there, and we're just going to press save. I'll just want to show you down the bottom of the recipe. So how I type in Mexican, if you scroll right to the bottom of a recipe here, they've all got tags. So you can see that that one's got the Mexican tag, and Abrama, the gluten-free ones, they have got that gluten-free tag as well. So I could also use this tag. Like I might think, oh, that's a really nice recipe. I like the idea of that one. And I might even just scroll down and look. I'm just going to click on this midweek meals. So that midweek meal tag at the bottom is going to bring up a lot of recipes that don't take too long. And so that's my parameters for Wednesday. Wednesday's the middle of the week. It's hump day. You're not really feeling like getting into the kitchen by Wednesday. Energy is a bit low, so we want something nice and quick. So we're just going to have a look through here at something on a Wednesday. And what might we have? This is more of a lunch sort of thing. If I wanted a lunch, I could put that in there. We don't have, we've got all sorts of things other than dinners in here. I'll show you what we can do if we want to filter that out a little bit. So we've got midweek meals there. We can also just tick that we want main dishes meat. You can tick main dishes fish as well. So we've still got the midweek meal filter on. we've got our meat and fish dinners. So I am thinking I've got, you know, kids that want to eat. What would we feed the kids? They might like these tandoori chicken skewers. I actually think they would absolutely love those tandoori chicken skewers, and they've got a 5 rating, which is nice to look at. So let's put that on. So we're just doing the same thing, adding that to my week for Wednesday, the 3rd. We'll just click save there. I'm going to probably want a salad to go with that. So I need to take off these filters here, take them off, and just type in a salad. And I'll add that to the same day. Something that's going to go with the tandoori chicken. Can we see anything? What would you do? Oh, taken off the English filter there. Have a look down here. So I need to put the English filter back on. That's what happens when you click too much. I took it right off. So I'm just going to scroll down and just click English. That's going to be much easier to find one that will go. Okay. This broccoli salad with red peppers and pine nuts, that's a really good salad. I'm going to do that one with that. So that was the Wednesday. All right. Thursday. I do a favorites night on Thursday. So what I'm going to do here to find the favorites is I'm going to click on this recipes tab, which clicks right down, and we're going to click on collections. Now there's a great collection. I just need to put that English filter back on. I don't know why it's the Australian actually. Okay. Now there's a great little collection in here. We'll just scroll down, and this Cookidoo served 2021 is the most cooked recipes from last year. So Thursday night we want the popular dishes in the household happening. So let's do chunky bolognese. Okay. One of the nice winning dishes. Okay, and then Friday we do Fake Away Friday. Do you see how this is helping me just by having those ideas? You might have a casserole one type of night. That's helping me choose what I want to have. Now you can type in Fake Away, but when I do like a Fake Away takeaway kind of night, so this is all your kind of street foods, restaurant foods that you might like to make at home. The other thing, really, if we're going to buy food out, it's a curry that we all love to eat. So I'm just going to type a curry in there. And let's see, Friday's another day that I'm just at home. So I'm going to do this curry lamb soup for Friday. So we'll add to my week. There we go. We'll click save. And that's about it. I don't plan for the weekends unless I have something happening in particular. I find when you're meal planning, you don't want to meal plan all 7 days, because there's generally a night where you'll have leftovers. You might feel like something different. You know, something happens and you pop out to a friend's place for dinner, something like that. So I find if you meal plan for 7 nights of the week, you will end up wasting a bit of food. So I would say 4 to 5 meals for most families would be good. And then, you know, I would prefer to pop down the shops and buy an extra meal rather than have food that I'm not using in the fridge. So let's have a look at the week. Okay, so we just did this week here. So that's looking pretty good. I just want to have a look. So we've got a vegetarian night. We've got beef, chicken, beef again, and lamb. So I think that's probably okay. Now what we want to do is order all the ingredients. I'm going to clear my shopping list because that's still got some things on there from last time. Now, depending which device you're on, and it's not showing up this time, occasionally, I think if I go to this view, that'll be better. So you can toggle between your views. You've got your calendar here. You have to click on that. That's not your default one. Your default one is here. And you can just add everything for that day onto your shopping list. So we're wanting to do from next week. So we can just, in this view, you can't do this from the app on your phone. You need to add it individually. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So we're just going to click add to shopping list, and that will add, let's have a look. So we've got those 2 recipes, the Korean tofu for that week. Let's add these ones. Okay, they've added those ones. We'll add these ones as well. So you can do those full weeks. Here, it's not coming up because it's not that full week or a full line planned. So what all we need to do for here, and it's the same if you're on a phone or a tablet, you will click the 3 dots and just add each individual recipe to your shopping list. So we'll just do that. So they're all in there. So all my meals are in there. I managed to do some twice. That was clever. All you do, if you do that, you can just do remove 1 from your shopping and remove 1 from your shopping. Now, what we want to do is just open up our ingredient list there. And then what we're doing is clicking on anything you have in your kitchen already. So I have chia seeds. I won't go right through this. I'll just do the top. It's you can either have it by category or by recipe. So just choose. When I'm doing it this way, I usually have it on by recipe because I like to see what you need it for, because it might say, so say here with the meat stock paste, I want to decide if that's something I really need or if I could use vegetable stock paste. So when I'm refining my shopping list down, I generally will have it by recipe. So beef mince I'll need to buy. I don't need an onion. I've got basil, got my dried chili flakes, all of this stuff I have. So we're just ticking that off. The meat stock paste, I'm just going to use my veggie stock paste, so I can tick that off. Olive oil I have, passata I have, what was that one? Tomato paste, water, and Worcestershire sauce. So this is how the Thermomix becomes really cheap. For that chunky bolognese, all I actually have to go out and buy is the beef mince, and everything else I've got in my cupboard. So each meal is quite cheap to run. All right, I won't go all the way through this, but because I've got it, I'm going to leave all this on. My shopping list when I send it across will look quite expensive, but there's a lot of pantry items on there. Okay, so let's send this across to our ingredients, order ingredients. So it sends to Woolworths. So we're just going to click on that. And I might have to, hold on. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see that still, and the pop-up is still working. So click on Woolworths. And it takes a little while connecting in, so you just do need to be patient here. You can swap your ingredients out. I find I'm just going to add it to my cart. See, even with all my pantry items, $200 is pretty good, I think, in there. So let's, because it would be a lot less than that. Then you just have to log in. Sometimes it remembers it for you, and that adds the items to your cart. You can also add extra ingredients. I'll show you where to add those. You can either do it from Cookidoo or in Woolworths. And then if things aren't available, you can swap them or you can ignore them. If you ignore it, just please make sure you write it down somewhere, because you want to remember that you need to go to the butcher, for example, to go and get that one. So I'm just going to press ignore for the sake of tonight and your time for those. And we'll just continue to Woolworths. Log in again. That's normal. You do have to log in a couple of times. This is new, the 2-step verification, not being able to get into anything. Okay, so that's new. We'll just verify that. It might be a while since I've done it on this computer, my meal planning. Okay, so we're in here now. So then you can go ahead and add anything else. You can do it in Cookidoo. I'll just stop. I don't think you probably can't see my you probably can't see my Woolworths anyway, can you? I'm not sure. All right, so that's how you order. Just crossing out of all of that. When you're in Cookidoo, if you accidentally tick something that you wanted to keep, like say, oh no, I don't have Worcestershire sauce, you just scroll down to the very bottom, tick it, and it goes back up onto your list. Additional items here you can add in that you need to buy toilet paper, for example. And Cookidoo will recognize, Woolworths will recognize that when you send it across. If you don't want to use the online ordering ingredients, I would suggest having the app on your phone, and just when you're in the supermarket walking around, putting the items in your trolley, just give it a tick in your app, and that way you know that you've got everything. And you're wanting to be in the by category section when you're walking around the shops, because you won't have to go, say, back to the spice section a few times if you're in the by category. So that's nice and easy. So as I put my dark soy sauce in my trolley, I would just give it a tick, and then you don't forget anything, which is so great. I think with meal planning that, I've got one more bonus tip for you guys. That's everything from Cookidoo, I believe. Oxy, can you think of anything that I need to go through with that?
I think you have covered it all. You can substitute, you can say it's for the little things you can substitute, like it doesn't have to be a zucchini, it can be a carrot instead of zucchini.
Yes. Yeah.
Or if you don't have tomatoes, just use sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good idea. The other thing that I didn't show you is you could just type in, say, sun-dried tomatoes into the search bar, and it'll come up with lots of recipes that have those ingredients in it. So then what I do when my shopping arrives at home, whether it's delivered or I pick it up from the click and collect, or I go in and shop for it, when it comes home, part of what I love to do with meal planning is just put each day, you might not be able to see this because of I need to put it close to me. There we go. Put each day into a little box here. So you can see here, I've got my sauces, I've got some noodles, and I've got my capsicum over here. This box is just a box from Kmart. It's got a little lid on it. The lid's important because otherwise my carrot's going to go floppy. So you definitely want a box with a lid. So then what I can do is, the kids will know, I will just get, I don't know if I've got a chalk pen here, but just with a chalk pen, I'll just write on Monday and the name of the dish, and the kids know that they can go across to the Thermomix, they can choose Monday, they can pull this box out, and it's got most of the things that they'll need. It doesn't have everything, but it gives them a good start. And I find that saves a real lot of time when you're cooking, especially if someone else is cooking for you and they don't necessarily know where you keep everything. But I find with cooking, the Thermomix is so quick, the majority of the time is actually going off to the cupboard to pull your ingredients out. So when you're shopping, sometimes I'll just do what comes in from the supermarket. Other times I'll be grabbing stuff out of my pantry if I know it's a really busy week and putting it in those boxes. So yeah, it's you're just making your week really simplified. So that's my little bonus tip for what you can do to help your week be really quick and seamless. Does anybody have any questions? No? All right. Well, guys, it's a nice quick one for you tonight. We're done in under half an hour. I think with those parameters, so I'll just recap what we did. We did Meatless Monday, Mexican for Taco Tuesday. We used the time filters or the midweek meal tag for the Wednesday. And then Thursday was our Cookidoo collection with our most popular recipes. And Friday was a fake away curry type of recipe there. So if you think of each day a little flow that you would like to make, you can do that. Actually, I've got one more tip. I'm just going to share my Cookidoo again. This is probably only useful for those really super busy times. I'm just going to click here on my recipes, and I'll show you that I've got some weeks set up just like that in my collections. So I've called it a week 4, week 3. The only reason why I've got A at the beginning is so that it's at the top of my list, because I've got quite a lot of little folders there. So what I've done in the past is gone through and just created like a balanced week at a time, and I've collected them into a few different folders. So if I know that I don't have time to meal plan this week, I can just come in here and they're there, and I can just really quickly go add to my week, add to my shopping list, add to my week, add to my shopping list. And then my meal planning is done in about 5 minutes. I just need to refine my shopping list. But they're items that, you know, I would frequently cook. So I've got most of the ingredients. It would just be the fresh stuff that I need to buy for those ones. So that's really good for those weeks when you're really busy. And you can see I've got a few of those there. So I've got about a month's worth, so that we're not eating that, you know, that happens every couple of weeks. We're not eating the same week all the time. So yeah, so create a collection. If you want, you can just click create a collection down there, name it, and then you add it. It's very similar to how you add it to a meal plan. You just click add and then add to collection, and it goes there. So I hope that's super helpful. You've got 2 bonus tips there of how I use Cookidoo just within my family. And yeah, I hope that you guys can use that to streamline your lives a little bit. I'll stop the recording now, and I will hang about for a couple of minutes in case anyone's got any questions. But thanks again.